Now, over in Ukraine, Russia has unleashed massive airstrikes across Ukraine, killing at least 6 civilians. Russia says the attacks were in response to a border incursion last week that Moscow blamed on Kyiv. Our Seung-jae has more.
Black smoke billows from the early morning sky in Kyiv, where air raid warnings have been blaring all night. Residential buildings and everything in sight have been destroyed. This comes as a wave of more than 80 Russian missiles struck cities across Ukraine, including the capital, the Black Sea port of Odessa and Kharkiv, killing at least 6 civilians. The Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant, which is still occupied by Russian forces, temporarily lost power amid Thursday's massive airstrike, with several other regions throughout the country also left without electricity. According to Moscow, the airstrike is in response to the border incursion last week that Moscow has blamed on Kyiv.
In response to terrorist acts in the Bryansk region on March 2nd, organized by Kyiv, the Russian armed forces have dealt a massive retaliatory strike.
The Kremlin says it used high-precision long-range air, sea, and land-based weapons, including the Kinzhal hypersonic missile system, to hit Ukrainian military infrastructure, military-industrial complex enterprises, as well as energy facilities that provide them. Meanwhile, the UN has called on Russia to extend the Black Sea grains export deal, with negotiations set to take place in Geneva next Monday. While the Russian government confirmed the meeting, Russia's top diplomat Sergei Lavrov said Thursday that it would be quite complicated for Russia to renew the deal. Lavrov says the deal, which has been renewed once before, was being half fulfilled due to Western sanctions blocking the export of Russian fertilizers, which are also covered under the agreement. The agreement must be renewed by March 18th, with the UN and Ukraine hoping to get a deal in place in order to ease the global food crisis. Seung-jae, Arirang News.